MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
With the playoff race heating up dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, the MPBL makes a stop at the Batangas City Coliseum para sa ating triple header ngayong Miyerkules, featuring the Negros Muscovados, who are holding on to that number 8 spot in the South Division. They take on the Muntinlupa Cagers na naghahabol sa pwesto nila. Muntinlupa, I think, is just on the brink of elimination dito sa ating playoff race. They will try to stay alive as they take on the Muscovados in our first game. Mamaya, the Davao Occidental Tigers against the Zamboanga Master Sardines in an all-South Division matchup. And in the main game, another South Division matchup, South Cotabato against Batangas City. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, si Dav Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon. And Christian, mukhang mabibigat ang ating mga laban ngayon. Medyo excited ka ba? Ngayon na medyo nakakalakad ka na.
Obviously. Ang hirap pala maging PWD. Shoutout sa inyo. No, pero to your point, no, a lot of playoff implications obviously at this point of the season, specifically for this game. Itong Negros, we've appreciated how they have retooled their roster and how they have made a run for the playoff spot. 2 months ago, they were completely out of the picture. And now you could say this might be a clinching game for them, going for win number 12. Sa kabilang panig naman, Muntinlupa, this could be the last chance for them if they lose this one. Pero umaasa na rin sila sa ibang team.
Oo, no? And speaking of umaasa din kami kay Sydney Crespo for her reports today. Sydney, kamusta ka naman? It's
Hello,
good to have you here.
Hello sa Delphin Coach Christian, magandang hapon sa inyo. Okay naman ako and I'm very excited for today's games. Obviously, both teams are looking for a morale-boosting win after losing against two top teams. Para kay Coach Bonnie Garcia, they're focusing on realistic goals and they have their eyes locked on the 8th playoff spot. Hindi daw sila nag-aasam ng mas mataas pa dyan. But as he would always remind his players, their fate is up to them. For Coach Mixon naman, a good reminder to his players na enjoyin pa rin ang laro. Give their opponent a good competition. As you mentioned sa Delph, they're trying to stay alive, gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Sid, and good way to really set up what we are trying to feature today. And tingnan muna natin ang North Division. No? There won't be any North Division team seeing action today, but silipin lang natin because there's been a few results that we have yet to add here sa ating tally. Nueva Ecija losing last night to Binyan, big result for Binyan, and
Manila losing to San Juan the other night.
yeah, and now they're
Big
tied.
time matchup, yeah.
They're tied with Abra now, and
Right.
Pasay at 9 losses. Caloocan knocking on the door in that 6th spot.
Totoo yan, no? And Rizal also a team where in the first 6 to 7 weeks they were in the top 4. Now fighting for their playoff lives as well because ang Valenzuela, as you saw, right behind them. Ito, nabanggit mo nga lahat ng games natin, South Division, yung dalawang maglalaro. Negros, 11-13. This could be a playoff clincher game for them. Usually, 12-13 is that magic number for this season. Teams playing 28 games. Muntinlupa, they need this win to keep their BG's hope alive. Sabi ni Sydney, staying alive.
Oo, so yan na nga, no? Muntinlupa 7-16 because the most that they can reach right now is actually 12 wins, Muntinlupa. That is if they win all their remaining games. And matinding laban din mamaya. We'll see Negros, Batangas, South Cotabato, Zamboanga, and Davao. Perhaps we can get some clarity on that middle of the pack ng ating number 2 to down the line dun sa ating
7.
Oo. So matindi po ang ating mga laban ngayon. No? Negros ang pag-usapan natin, they suffered a loss in their last game against Manila, 93-68. Then they were really not in this game. First half pa lang, na unahan na sila ng Manila.
They were in the first quarter. The thing is that second quarter, they were completely outscored by Manila, wherein they were able to, or rather, they were facing a deficit of double figures, and then Manila in the second half just continued to pour down, especially from downtown. 11 threes, allowing Manila to shoot 11 threes. Halos kalahati dyan kay Tonino Gonzaga, 5 ang kanyang naitala. And obviously, when you have a guy like Greg Slaughter in the fold and their other bigs, Rabah Al-Hussein, who's also was named an all-star, 55 rebounds plus 16 sa kanila. And that equates usually to points in the paint. Masakit na talo yun para sa Negros, pero they're obviously here to bounce back against Muntinlupa.
Muntinlupa naman saw action in Pangasinan over the weekend, and they had a tough task to play against an Abra team that is on the rise at the moment. And yun nga, no, yung Muntinlupa, they were 2 days removed from a loss to Pasay in overtime, and they came into this game really just shorthanded. No, I think Coach
Flores,
Alfred Flores, Makoy Marcos, they weren't around in this ball game. So, simula pa lang ng game, mabigat na talagang hamon sa kanila.
Totoo yan. Double figures deficit na agad ng first quarter, down by 10, and then it became 14, it became 21. So that's an increasing margin that you don't want to be a part of in terms of the negative part, but you see that complete domination ng Abra sa kanila. Abra led as much as 32 points. Kaya halos lopsided ang field goal rebounds, points in the paint, and fast break. Pabor sa Abra. Tignan natin ang Muntinlupa if they could come out with a better effort tonight.
Now, two teams trying to bounce back here sa ating first game. Let's go to Richard Tampos for the starters between Muntinlupa and Negros.
Versus Muntinlupa here at Batangas City Coliseum. Now let's meet the starting lineups first. The Negros Muscovados. At guard number 7, JJ Española. Small forward number 10, Pio Longa. Center number 18, Ryan Reyes. At forward number 25, JR Raplores. Two guard number 77, Renz Palma. The head coach is Bonnie Garcia. Assistant coaches Juan Miguel Martin, J.M. Lagumen, and Arbel Cabaling. Team managers Rendel Patricio, Ruel Weber, and Rocky Gomez. Team owners John Gilbor and Grace Gilbor. Now the starters for Muntinlupa Cagers, Elbert Paramount. Coming in at center number 25, Ryan Arenal. Power forward number 15, Justin Alano. Point guard number 9, Jasper Cuevas. Forward number 8, Joshua Ramirez. Starting at guard number 6, McCoy Marcos. The head coach is Mixon Ramos. Assistant coaches Alex Calaweng, Jerry Andalion, and Noel Villapa. Team manager Vince Harder. Team owners Kaiser Galvez, Grace Galvez.
Starting five brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max, JJ Española, Renz Palma, Ryan Flores, JR Flores, and Pio Longa ang 5 para sa Negros, Jasper Cuevas, McCoy Marcos, Ryan Arenal, Justin Alano, Joshua Ramirez ang magsisimula para sa Muntinlupa. Ball is up and we are underway. McCoy Marcos wins the tip. And he missed the last game, but this guy, Joshua Ramirez, picking up from where he left off in the last game. Had an outstanding game against Abra.
Well, he played 31 minutes, shot the ball 50%, led those scorers with 16 points. I'm just so happy to see him back on the floor. He played for us in Chiang Kai-shek and bounced around during his collegiate years. Alam mo, maliit pa lang to, nakikita ko na to. As we recruited him in Chiang Kai, kasabayan niya, halos sila Franyu, sila JV Gallego, mas bata lang siya ron. But he suited up for Letran. He was with LaSalle as well, a stint there, but didn't really materialize. And now in the MPBL.
Now Flores misses the 3, 0 for 2 on Negros to begin the ball game from beyond the arc. They go to Reyes down low. Reyes, kapos ang kanyang tira sa ilalim. Nakuha ni McCoy Marcos. Marcos, aatake. Marcos lays it in for 2.
Coach Bonnie cannot be happy with what he just saw right there. A miss on one end and then the quick attack, uncontested layup on the other. So they've given up a jump shot and a layup so far to start this goal game. Muntinlupa off to a great start. Longa, walang tinamaan, bola ng Munti.
Ball goes back to Muntinlupa as they are up 5-0. Minute and a half gone by sa ating laro. Coach Bonnie Garcia, kumbaga, isa sa mga institusyon na rin, sa tagal na niya nagko-coach.
Ang dami na naging, kumbaga, yung wealth of experience nito si Coach Bonnie Garcia, both from in the collegiate and in the pro ranks. I think umabot pa siya sa NBA,
Yeah, umabot siya. Laguna Lakers.
Laguna.
Ramirez cooks the jumper.
B-Boy Simon?
Yes!
Yes.
The great B-Boy Simon. Lakas din ng team na yun.
Meron silang parang dunker nung araw.
Mike Garcia.
Mike Garcia.
Magkaiba yung sapatos.
Tama. Nag-MPBL ba siya?
No, actually Nandun sa Dubai.
We played against him in Dubai.
Sa
There
Dubai.
you go.
Nasa
There you
Dubai
go.
yun. Nasa Dubai.
There you go. Kasama si Arnold Booker.
Oo. Tsaka si DJ Jesus na naglaro din for Davao Eagles dati.
Right. And this was, obviously before the pandemic as we went there 2019.
Yeah, I think so.
2019.
2018.
2018.
2018.
That's a long time ago. Flores at the line. One player also who has certainly contributed positively para sa kapunan ng Negros, especially on the offensive end.
Big pickup para sa kanila, no? Yung just like additional players with experience dito sa level ng MPBL.
Right. I had a chance also to get a little inside info, not too detailed, but last night or 2 nights ago we had an event in UP hosted by our sponsors, and they invited also our former players currently playing for Negros, our former team captain si Brix Ramos, and he's just so happy in terms of the environment he's a part of right now with Negros. There's a sense of winning culture, not in the terms of, obviously they are 11 wins, but every game they feel like they really have a good chance. Because of that retooled roster and also the leadership, the coaching staff and the management. And the team is just in a good place right now, pero they're not content. Obviously, they want to solidify that 8th spot.
No, I think any team in the South that will go up against them, any team from 1 to 7,
Right.
I think there'll be a problem.
There will be.
There'll be a problem.
It's not going to be a walk in the park, to say the least.
As they do have the tools, they do have the manpower and the experience now of contending against some of the league's best teams.
Yeah, and Renz Palma also has proven that he can be a go-to player, especially with him hitting shots like that off the dribble, little stare down 3 with a hand in his face. Dati teams would give that up. They're still willing to give that up. The difference is, mas nasushoot niya na. He's making them now.
Mapasok yung tira niya ngayon eh. Marcos trying to swing it over to Ramirez.
Palma for the season leads all scorers at 15 a game. Almost 30 minutes a game, 5 boards and 4 assists. That 4 assists, certainly a big improvement on his individual game.
Nice 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. You can argue one of the most improved players this season, Renz Palma, although, pwede pa din naman.
Right, a little late yung kanyang resurgence.
Oh, kakandidato. Actually, marami. We the MPBL,
Top 3 candidates.
You can have, Brian Suwal, but unfortunately, he's in a team that won't make the playoffs.
Right.
There's JP Sarao.
Paranaque,
Oh,
certainly.
Or Philip Manalang over there.
Especially after Marquis' departure after 10 games. Sarao certainly has stepped up for Paranaque as Formento stepped in 3 in transition. That's a nice looking stroke.
That's just the way he liked it. Yung pagbigay ni Renz Palma. They're tied at 7. Cuevas. Bigay kay Ramirez. Launches the 3. It's good again.
That's a beautiful play from Muntinlupa, because Joshua Ramirez got open because he gave a solid back pick and then had a slight pin down. Wide open 3 for his second one. Oh,
Ganda. John Formento showing us the moves there.
not fake enough for him to become a salesman, certainly, as he sold that one convincingly. Napatalon talaga yung kanyang defender. Look at that, 3 screens, pero ang ganda ng switching nitong Muntinlupa, Negros rather.
Marco squeezing himself through traffic, got the basket, and drew the foul as well. This kid has a bright future ahead of him.
He
Makoy
has.
Marcos.
What I like about him is that every game, he doesn't seem to lack the energy inside. This one, just determined. As you see, Piolonga not being able to move his sliding foot, his right foot to close out. That helped. Nakalusot si Marcos, 2+1 opportunity for him and an early sub.
Marcos, one of the league's top rookies this season, 10.4 points per game. Unable to complete the three-point play.
Masok si Alvin Capobres, son of
Danny Capobres.
Danny Capobres, a San Juan legend.
Formento launches the three. And John Formento losing confidence at the moment, 8 points.
Beautiful shot right there, a little sidestep and reject to the screen. Medyo malayo pa yun, no? Same play, but ang ganda ng adjustment ni Formento. Denying Ramirez.
3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 2 of 4 for Muntinlupa. 3 of 6 for Negros, I mean. Flores. Bigay kay Capobres, nakasona pa rin ang Muntinlupa. Palma. Formento from the corner this time. Mainit! Si John Formento, 11 puntos sa ating first quarter.
Little miscommunication that time on the weak side. The ball was swung. Itong si Ramirez and Tamayo wasn't really sure who was going to be the guy to close out, and that left Formento wide open in the corner. Moralde with a nice pull-up J, one dribble.
Dave Moralde with a red headband to go with the red Sabrinas.
I see it. Bago pa yan.
Oh, Palma, the kick out to Capobres. And Moralde whistled for the personal there as he went for the steal.
Hindi ka birthday ni Moralde ngayon, no? Headband tsaka sapatos, gulay pula.
Posible.
Pero hindi nila colorway sa sa uniforme, no?
Nagsa-stand out ang pula
Di ba? Nauuso na ngayon yan, no? Hindi na sinusundan ng player yung colorway ng kanilang uniform.
Wala na, iba-iba na kulay na sapatos ngayon. Capobres, short on the three. Warlo Batak with the rebound. Moralde pulls back. Under 3 minutes to play in the first period. Here's Dave Moralde. Three on the way.
What a rebound.
Batak with a putback.
That's the thing with the staggered screens. Somebody shoots the ball from the outside. Those screeners usually are in the position for an offensive rebound off ball. Batak, what a nice rebound. Getting it with two hands up top and finishing.
Palma. Flores to Capobres from the corner. Well, there is just this feeling with Negros that every time they swing that ball to the three-point line, ang taas ng chance na pumasok lagi.
And that's because everybody is confident. Capobres just missed one. The only difference is that his first miss was off the dribble. This time off a catch and shoot. Another offensive rebound. Batak, the nice pass
Jacob Galicia.
to Galicia.
We are tied at 18.
1-3-1. Zone D for Muntinlupa the last 3 to 4 possessions.
Capobres.
Good pass.
Binigay kay Palma. That's a three. That rolls out para sa kay Renz Palma. A little over a minute to play here in the first quarter. Here's Dave Moralde.
Excellent defense by Capobres on that double staggered zipper to deny Batak.
Warlo, that's a three, and it's short. Moralde attacks, and Gabriel will be whistled for the foul.
Just too much of a straight line given up by Formento. And that's the third time already, Sidel, 3 straight possessions, that Negros has given up offensive rebounds.
Only isang beses palang nagpalit ng tao dito si Coach Bonnie.
Kapopres pa lang.
And
Well,
they've-
sanay na tayo dyan dahil si Palma kahit na 30 ang lamang, fourth quarter, naglalaro pa rin siya. Mukhang kinukondisyon siya para sa playoffs.
That's
Mukhang
true.
wala nang sub na tong si Palma.
Ooh.
Kaya naman kasi niya, no? Condition din siya. Turnover for the white shirts.
Miscommunication there between Gabriel and Flores.
And you see also the positive energy even after a turnover, yung reaction ng mga players after. Instead of pointing fingers, it just goes, oh, bawi tayo sa kabila. Next play na tayo, eto, nabawi nga nila as they force a turnover against Muntinlupa. Good pass.
Pobres, labas kay Palma. Renz. Gabriel attracting 2 players. Another foul on Dave Moralde.
And that was actually...
Ikaw talaga yon, Dave.
Oo, medyo bailout foul yun dahil wala namang pupuntahan din ito si John Gabriel. No need to hack him right there. Reset pa yung shot clock.
Kapobre sa atake sa gitna. Nabitawan ng bola. Batak on the way. Warlo Batak had bad intentions.
Sayang, no? Kung hindi niya hinila yung ring, papasok yun. Pero ito, another offensive rebound. Yung Galicia rather. Straight line drive once again. Muntinlupa and Coach Bonnie cannot be happy.
Palma. Time winding down. They have to take a shot. And Negros not the ideal finish to that first quarter, as they are down by 4 after a really good start led by John Formento, who had 11 points in that first quarter. This end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. John Formento finished with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists and 2 steals against Manila, and he's 1 point shy from that output. And we are just in the first period. Formento, a homegrown player para dito sa Negros Muscavados, 11 points already, a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. For more on John, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
After going up against the quote-unquote buildings of Manila, as Negros would call them, grabe raw talaga ang pagod ni John Formento, the leading scorer for Negros in that game. Nagdoble kayod talaga siya para makatulong both setting up his teammates and defending the Manila guards. One realization from that game para kay John ay kung gaano daw talaga kagaling si Tonino Gonzaga. First time niya ito makaharap at isip-isip raw niya, ganito pala talaga ang laro nito. Talking about Gonzaga's shooting. Pero ngayon sa last 4 games nila, kailangan pa raw niya ng mas maraming energy, lalo na gusto niya pang i-improve ang kanyang quickness in playmaking. Your thoughts, Coach Christian?
Well, I could attest to that because, you know, Tonino Gonzaga, I've only been teammates with him one time, and it was like a recreational league in Manila. And he's at the top 3 of my list of my many teammates, one of my favorite teammates, really. I have Eric De La Cuesta, Kuya Eric De La Cuesta, let me rephrase that. And, you know, Jeffrey Carriazo, now a coach, a head coach, and many, many more. But Tonino Gonzaga, certainly one of my favorite teammates. Not to mention, I'm very impressed of how he has prolonged itong comeback niya, no, sa basketball. Kaya to Formento's point, I'm sure that was a learning experience para sa kanya. Nabanggit natin yan sa pregame. 11 3-pointers made by Manila against Negros. 5 doon galing kay Tonino.
You know, it's si John Formento ang na-report pa si Tonino Gonzaga, pinag-usapan natin. But to your point, okay,
Right.
I know you've played with a lot of players. Actually, di mo pa kasi ako nakakampi. I would have been your favorite.
Really?
I would have been your favorite. I will really push myself to be
Can you hit open shots?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Good.
Probably a 1 or 2.
Yeah, but you know, balik tayo kay Formento because this season, you could say na really he's been he has caught our attention more.
Yeah.
And that's because of his doing also, not individual play obviously, but you know how he has translated those individual performances into winning. And he's been a part of the momentum ng Negros, especially the second half of the season, tulad ng drive and drop pass na yun, pero mahawak siya sa kanyang hamstring, no? Kay Kapobres. And ang ano ko sa niya ngayon, ang maganda kasi ko Formento, maganda rin yung basketball IQ niya.
Play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Hindi ko rin in-expect nung nakakalaro namin to ng mga sports writers dati. Hindi ko rin in-expect kasi ang liit niya nun. And that was around 2013, 2012 when we had these Monday games. His uncle,
Grade 6 pa lang ako noon, mga 2013.
nag-ano ka pa lang nun, nag-aaral ka pa talaga ng gusto. His uncle, Arnold, would bring him because Arnold was, you know, taga Bacolod din. He was a friend. And he would bring John because gusto daw kailangan ng exposure ng pamangkin niya kasi nagta-try out sa high school niya.
Okay.
Dito sa Manila, I think in Pasay or somewhere.
Right.
And kakalipat lang din from Bacolod noong time na yun.
He played for CEU, right?
Yeah, and then
Tama ba?
Oh yeah, he resurfaced, and in my consciousness, the next thing I saw after those, you know, games in Rizal Memorial, he played for Coach Bonnie in San Lorenzo.
San Lorenzo.
So,
okay.
and he was with John Gabriel and Charles Caliano.
That explains the relationship.
Oo.
Aside from being a homegrown dito pa sa Negros.
Oo.
So pinagtagpo ulit talaga sila.
Pero yung tira na yan, you know, that shot was always there.
Oo,
That
nakita
shot
ko na
was
sa
always
video.
there. But you know, yung court sense, yung awareness, you know, making the right plays.
Na-develop na yun.
Oo.
I think if he could, you know, I'm not sure about the remaining weeks ahead, but heading into next season, if he could really get into better shape, not that he isn't,
Yeah.
you know, maybe lose a few more pounds, tone up a little bit, get faster, I think he has the chance to be a really special player sa ating liga.
I think so too because he started the season with Bataan and you know, he wasn't like this, no. Medyo may ano pa siya.
Konting laman pa.
Konting laman pa. Warlo Batak, bumuelo, layup is good.
Lumilipad itong batang to, no? Lumulutang.
Well, there will be an announcement in a little later para malaman natin kung sinong sasali
Slam dunk?
sa Slam Dunk contest. Fast break of the game is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
Kahit si John Gabriel, that sounds about 6'5", 6'6". Kita mo hanggang sa elbow arm lang ni Batak dun sa layup na yun. What's impressive about the finish, yung bilis niya umangat.
Formento has not taken a breather, just like Palma. Formento finds Chavez. Chavez attacks baseline. Nakasungkit pa ng foul on Errol Bongay.
A simple drive to the baseline by Chavez. Blow by and then medyo hilaw yung help. Nakabinggit pa ng foul.
Felipe Chavez or J.R. Chavez has bounced around the past 2 seasons. Marikina and then Abra early in the season.
Right.
Now finding himself in Negros and looks like he found a good role here with under Coach Boni.
Well, I have always envisioned him as a more effective backup point guard
Yeah.
because there are a lot of similarities between him and Lagrama of Quezon, wherein they could speed up the game and change the game immediately with their quickness. Because we've seen flashes of him not only with his speed ability but also scoring ability, especially in transition, when he was with Marikina.
Wraparound pass to
Nice.
Reyes, and Peralta draws the foul.
You just love it when you see your bigs, you know, not sit behind and just watch the play develop in transition. when you're in stride, nakakuha ka ng buwelo. And then up top, usually ikaw ang lamang kasi mga gwardya ang nasa transition paint.
Ang ganda din ito, no? As it stands right now, 1-8. Quezon, Negros.
Right.
Ganda din nun.
Maganda yan.
Ganda ng matchup na yun. And Negros has a few, you have Ryan Reyes, an athletic big. Simon Sandagon yung katapat niya, yung mga ganun.
And then Palma.
But Formento and Chavez will have their hands full against LJ.
Yeah. Tsaka si Judel Fuentes,
Oo.
obviously. I would probably put Palma on Judel Fuentes, with his athletic ability and length. I think it could create problems for Quezon. Natanggalin mo na kasi si Judel magaling din pumoste.
No.
So I don't think he's gonna post up ito si Palma. So you take that away right away. But again, this is speaking too soon.
Oo, malayo pa tayo doon. Pero okay lang din pag-usapan.
Looks to be shaping up.
29-26, you have a timeout. Fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. Konti lang yung fans doon ng Negros. Ito, isa to. Doon pa talaga sa bench ng likod ng bench ng Negros nakaupo to. So alam natin kung anong allegiance nito. Meanwhile, back to live action. Muntinlupa up by 3. 4 minutes gone by in our second quarter. Palma, Chavez, Reyes, Peralta, and Longa ang 5 for the Muscovados as Palma misses the 3.
A little full court, man-to-man press by Negros and double from the half court.
Evan Buenaflor finds Cuevas. Lester Tamayo swings it over to Marcos. McCoy. Kay Jasper. 4 seconds of shot clock. Bongay jumper is good.
Another situation wherein a guy giving this a good screen, siya yung nalibre. Ang ganda ng little flare screen by Bongay to his teammate. Siya yung nalibre na ipasok niya. Pero may mas maganda ron. Itong 3 points ni Chavez. 4 points na para sa kanya.
2-point lead for Muntinlupa. They go to Bongay again against Reyes. Bongay drives baseline.
One thing defensively, a problem, especially on ball for Negros, has been giving up those straight line drives. That's about the 3rd time from my count. In straight line drive, yung angulo diretso sa basket, masyado nilang binibigay. That's one thing na kailangan ma-adjust nila as this game progresses.
It is ang unang free throw ni Errol Bongay. Almost 5 points per ball game, 4 rebounds, and 61% from the foul line.
Alam mo, yung number na yan ni Bongay used to be very popular at number 16.
Hindi na naabutan na.
Pero nagdala niyan si Kapitan. Diba? Si Captain Lionheart. Yan yung mga nickname dati.
Kaya
diba? Wala na ngayon eh. Captain Lionheart, Bicolano Superman, The Robocop.
Oo.
Diba?
Aerial Voyager.
Aerial Voyager, Captain Marvel.
Oo. Yun ang huli.
Diba?
Yung huli, yung pinaka-importante.
The Bullet, The Skywalker, di ba?
The Bull.
The Bull.
Yun, ibang klase yun.
Naipasok na ba siya sa Hall of Fame? Hindi pa rin. Oh my gosh, idol yun eh.
Ibang klase yun. And change again.
Mga unique eh, no?
Oh.
I could go on and on.
Yeah.
The skyscraper, the big J,
That era.
the flying A.
I tell you that era.
Ang pinakamahirap, alam mo kanino?
Ano yun?
Bong the Hawkins. My former
Mr.
coach.
Excitement. Mr.
Ay,
Excitement.
ang ganda nun.
Oo.
Oh, Bong Alba.
The trigger man.
Ay, classic din yun.
Here's Chavez. Trying to spin his way in. Tamayo giving up the foul.
Bigat naman ang foul na yun dahil penalty na itong Muntinlupa.
So Ryan Reyes goes back to the bench.
Siyempre, sabi ni Coach Louie, kung may Captain Marvel sa MPBL, may destroyer din.
Oh. Si Boss Emer ba meron?
Meron, MJ.
MJ.
MJ tawag namin dyan. Tingnan mo, titingin yan.
MJ. Wala, hindi tumitingin eh.
MJ!
Hindi.
MJ! Jordan!
Tumingin. Tumingin nga. MJ din yan sa papawis namin.
Oo, matik yan.
We're tied at 32. That was one episode of the podcast that was just inserted.
Pasensya na po
Hindi,
kayo.
hindi nyo lang po namalayan. Okay. And as Bonga is whistled for the personal.
So it's been proven, kahit na hindi malaki ang lamang, pwede mag-podcast,
Oo.
pwede mag-episode.
Oh,
Ito magandang laban to. Obviously, 32 apiece for both teams. Tamayo, ang ganda nung cut sa ilalim. Nahanap siya, I believe, ni Bongay.
well, I like the way Muntinlupa has been competing here in the first half.
Definitely.
And, they don't have Alfred Flores again, huh? I think he's still ill. Yan na, Brix Ramos, pinasok na. One of the... Itong mga players like Brix Ramos, this is someone you need in your team. No? I think every team should have someone like that.
Well, he's a positive energy, you know, because, you know, and I've seen it firsthand. He was the captain of our team 2 seasons ago, season 85. And he wasn't, you know, getting much playing time, but tulad ng sitwasyon niya sa Negros, every time he would have the chance to play, you could count on him in those little minutes that was given to him. Whether it's by, you know, distributing the basketball or just changing the tempo of the game. And you need players like that, tulad nga nung sinabi mo.
And with or without playing time.
Yeah, just ready to play.
Yeah.
Hindi yung tatampo-tampo, tuturo-turo.
Ako yun.
Ikaw ba yun? Oh, kaya nandito ka sa sideline eh.
34 all.
By the way, hindi ako yun kahit na nandito ako sa sideline.
Uy, denial ka pa, ha? May pahabol ka pa. May time out muna tayo. Muntinlupa's next 3 games up against
Hindi
South Division.
hindi mabigat, medyo lang.
Mindoro's.
Fighting for playoff life din niya, Mindoro. 7 wins yan ngayon.
And Quezon and Batangas.
Quezon, obviously, they want to solidify that number 1 spot as of today.
And home court advantage.
And home court advantage.
Throughout the division, their division playoffs.
And Batangas, obviously, with that log jam, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe 6 because a big win last night by Binyan, 14 and 8. And ngayon, ang Batangas, 16 and 7. So, Batangas, a must-win also to secure that top 4 spots. Home court advantage yun.
They go down low to Ryan Arenal. Tamayo pulls up.
So gaano kabigat ang home court advantage, especially for teams like Zamboanga and Batangas? You know, compared to, let's say, the Manila teams, you know, as you see a foul here against Muntinlupa. So for example, in the north, San Juan obviously and maybe Manila will have home court advantage. Okay, Manila at number 4, San Juan at number 2. The thing is, 80% of the teams practice in Manila. When you have home court advantage tulad itong Batangas, yung travel time medyo taxing.
Yeah.
Takes about 2 to 2.5 hours to travel here. Okay, medyo baka ma-break din yung rhythm kasi baka kailangan matulog ng team dito. So, aside from the fact that the crowd is yours, so the day before the game or even the morning before the game, ang laking bagay nun, nakakapagod sa opposing team.
Yeah, some teams actually stay here for the night.
Some teams.
Yeah, some
diba?
teams.
But most likely, pagdating sa playoffs, they would already.
Gotta be in your best shape, you know, for the playoffs. Cuevas, pinapahirapan ni Chavez, forced that one.
Shot clock was winding down at 2 seconds remaining. Ganda ng pasa, libre-libre.
Peralta has played well here in the first half. He's got 8 points. Assist galing kay Felipe Chavez.
Ang maganda kay Peralta, dinadaan niya sa sipag. Offensive rebound, rim running, 8 puntos na.
Batak able to gather and score.
The advantage of being athletic. You could create your shots up in the air, even in that short mini fade in the paint by Batak. Here's a steal by Batak, duty foul. Because they have one more foul to give. Sumisenyas ng unsportsmanlike ang Muntinlupa. And I thought that was a smart foul given up by Muntinlupa, or rather ng Negros.
38 to 36. Balik na sa loob si John Formento.
If you follow the Olympics, Sedelf, apart from the US, almost all the teams, specifically Serbia, you could see a part of their game plan, especially against the US, was to foul every time, you know, the opposing team was in transition. Profit fouling ang tawag nila.
We'll take the foul rather than
They're giving up the transition because a foul, as long as wala ka sa penalty, you could set up your defense and then you could break the rhythm. Kaya kung napansin mo, like sila Lebron, sila Durant, may mga times na larong, especially no semis, naiinis sila eh. Kasi aside from natatamaan, yung rhythm nila, hindi nila makuha. No, but still, what a great comeback na.
Kung ikaw naman, Serbia, ayaw mo naman na tangkan ka.
Diba? Sa kabila. And that's something that, you know, I think every team should copy.
Flores misses. Palma, reverse, no go. Rebound ni Alano. Kaysa naman dati, you know, yung mga 2004, 2092, 96 na hindi ginagamit ng mga teams yan against USA. Di puro highlight.
Ay, grabe yun. Oo. Hindi lang yun. May pa-picture pa bago maglaro.
Oh.
Alam mo nang talo eh. Hindi pa nagsisimula yung laro eh.
Foul on the other end. That will mean free throws para kay Flores. Unang pahinga ni Renz Palma to.
And then, nakapagpahinga yan, naalala ko. Kaya 15 minutes pa
15
lang siya
minutes.
ngayon eh. Sandaling pahinga lang yun, mga about 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Flores knocks down the first free throw, 39 to 36.
Ganda rin ang kondisyon ni Flores. No?
Yeah.
Tamang laki, tamang bigat. Nakita mo, nakakatakbo ng maayos. Ganda yung focus niya.
4 points para kay JR Flores. With 3 rebounds. Warlo Batak ang nagbababa ng bola. Nabitawan ng bola. Chavez runs into the A board there of the Games and Amusements board.
You can see a part of the press nitong Negros, no? Pressure kunyari sa half court. Pagtawid, do-double, especially pag nasa coffin corners.
Timeout muna tayo. 4-point lead for the Muscovados. Negros, their next 3 games, they go up against Parañaque on August 28. September 4, makakalaban nila ang Bataan Risers
Right.
before our All-Star Showcase. And then they go up against the Caloocan Batangkang Kalu. So a mixed bag here for Negros. 2 teams above 500. 1 team that will miss out on the playoffs in the north, Bataan.
Bataan.
Is Moralde. Ramirez gets trapped. There's a foul on Chavez.
Baka mag-challenge itong Negros. Ayan, oh. But I thought they did a good job of trapping the corner and anticipating that the easiest pass, which is on the wing. Yun nga lang, may contact na nakita ating officials. Natawagan ng foul. Moralde at the line.
Misfires on the first free throw. Second free throw. 40-37 ang ating score. Lamang ang Negros against the Muntinlupa. Here's Brix Ramos. Gives it up to Formento. Nice pass inside. The Flores nabitawan. Peralta picks it up.
Guess who's there?
And he's
Siya na naman.
Oh, he's into double figures in the first half.
Lahat dinadaan lang sa sipag, no? Ang ganda ng 3-man action yun dito sa left side between Formento, Ramos, and Flores. Ramos falls down.
Moralde, well defended by Formento.
Ganda ng recovery ng depensa ng Negros noon. Bumagsak si Brix Ramos, sinalo siya ng mga kasama niya, and they were still able to force a tough shot on Moralde. Was that Moralde?
Yeah.
Yeah, Moralde, who is limping a little bit right now, but looks to be fine.
Now, the Muscovados, surprisingly, no Renz Palma among their leading scorers, but
Dadaan si MJ. Dadaan si MJ. Okay.
John Formento, Sam Peralta, and J.R. Chavez have picked up the slack.
Right.
28 points combined as the Muscovados are on top by 5 at the end of 2 quarters dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. Halftime scores brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL. We are inside the Batangas City Coliseum. Ako si Sydney Crespo at nandito tayo sa halftime ng ating first game between Negros Muscovados and the Muntinlupa Cagers. Kasama ko ang team manager ng Negros, si Sir Rendel Patricio. Sir, thank you so much for joining me here. Your team has 4 games, well, including this one, no? But these games are crucial in order to secure the 8th spot in the South Division, no? Sir, pwede mo bang makwento how is the team preparing for the last stretch? Katulad na lang kunyari sa practice, ganyan?
Yeah, well, most naman talaga ng practices namin is always hard. Like Coach Bonnie said, every game matters. Regardless kung ilang games na lang yan or if you're playing for playoffs or whatnot. But everything that we do in practice translate talaga to our game. It should translate to our game. Na kailangan maganda yung opensa namin, yung takbo namin, yung depensa namin is always there. Regardless kung anong mangyari, we have to give our best every game.
Well, now, Sir Randall, your team is up by 5 naman at the half. No, may mga babating ka ba o pasasalamatan?
Yes. Well, number one, yung team manager namin, si John Alfred Galbor, his wife, Miss Grace Gilbor, Province of Negros Occidental Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Attorney Refrando Diaz, Mayor Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axtor Marketing and Panisalis Family, Silver Graces Construction and Construction Supply Management and Staff, Chicken at Baboy by Diodon Monillo, Ruel Weber, Arvel Cabaling, and RK Hoops Apparel.
Alright, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Ngayon mga kaligaw, going maalas, magabalik ang MPBL.
halftime dito sa Batangas City Coliseum kung saan ang Negros Moscovados ay lamang ng 5 puntos laban sa Muntinlupa Cagers. And on this Wednesday, mabibigat po mga laban natin dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Negros got off to a really good start led by John Formento, Sam Peralta, and J.R. Chavez. No, wala nga si Renz Palma among our leading scorers, but really just there and showing the leadership and Negros in a good flow at the moment, Coach Christian.
Totoo yan, no? Dahil itong Negros, yung tatlong pangalan na binanggit mo, dalawa doon in double figures na. Formento, 11 all in the first quarter. And etong si Sam Peralta, 10 points. Pero yun, kumbaga sa usapang Pilipino, halos lahat doon mga pulot basura. Ika nga, dinaan lang niya sa sipag. No, at na-rewardan siya kumbaga sa kanyang kasipagan with 10 points. And itong Muntinlupa naman, they were pretty much ahead. But the first 12 minutes of this game, specifically when they were getting offensive rebounds on the other end and then translating it into paint points, fast break points din nila. Nakita nyo, lamang din sila sa kategorya na yun. Nakatakbo sila nung simula, pero nag-adjust itong Negros with the trapping defense, lalo na pagtawid ng half court, na-delay nila kahit papano itong opensa ng Muntinlupa.
Joshua Ramirez leading the way para sa Muntinlupa Cagers, down by 5 as we begin the third quarter. Sila Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon and Sydney Crespo at courtside, and now we'll bring in Sydney.
We talked about the implications of today's games, most especially for Muntinlupa. Inside their dugout, Coach Mixon commends the effort of his team, most especially keeping up with Negros, kahit nakulang daw sila sa players. Now, for the second half, Coach Mixon hopes they can sustain their zone defense dahil kulang daw talaga sila para mag-man-to-man. On that note, Dave Moralde was limping a while ago, confirmed that he is okay. And lastly, Coach Mixon emphasized again na mas madaling maglaro kung nag-e-enjoy tayo. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sid. Ako rin gusto ko rin maglaro basta nag-i-enjoy.
Importante yan.
Mahirap lang kung lamang ang kalaban.
Correct. Tamang enjoyment dapat. Hindi yung tambak ka na, nakangiti ka pa rin.
Tamang trabaho lang din. Yung nagtatrabaho ka at dinalan ka ng pizza.
Correct. Shout out sa aking high school teammate, champion yan. Okay, sa pagdala ng napakasarap ng pizza nito. Elas Pizza. Ayan, may free marketing pa. Pero masarap naman kasi talaga.
Yeah.
Jeff Ong. Nabanggit natin yung pizza pero yung nagdala hindi. Jeff Ong ang pangalan niya.
Hinihintay ko nga na ikaw ang mag-introduce sa teammate mo Pasensya nyo na po yung kasama ko. Injured po to ngayon. Pero nakaka-recover na unti-unti.
Awa ng Diyos, yes.
Pero balita ko, kahit injured ka daw, pumupunta ka sa mga laro
Kailangan ko pagalitan yung teammate ko si Jeff Ong Ayaw tumira. Yung depensa, tanggap ko na Pero yung hindi ka titira, hindi ko matanggap yun.
Eto dito, puro lahat gusto tumira dito sa MPBL.
Yun lang.
Si Makoy Marcos, 2 for 2.
Only a 3-point lead for Negros. It's been like this, pretty much nung simula ng laro. You could say, sa tema ng larong ito, maybe yung unang team na maka-breakaway. That could spell the difference sa resulta. As you see that, Carson shoot 3 by Formento, 14 points para sa kanya.
Lambot Ang lambot ng tira ni John Formento. Marcos trying to spin his way out of trouble.
Nice pass right there by Chavez for the outlet.
Advantage agad. Formento had to make that. He had to make that. Oh, look at him.
Stopping the fast break. Little 2-on-1 that time.
No, I tell you, his stock has really gone up as soon as he, every time he plays for Negros, 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. John Formento continues to play well. 14 points, 7 of 17 from beyond the arc para sa Negros. 2 of 10 lang for Muntinlupa. Formento has 14 in the ball game to
Yeah.
go with 4 assists.
14. Itong si Formento on 5 of 7 shooting. 71%.
Makoy Marcos, offensive foul. 45-39. Coach Bonnie quite comfortable with this Chavez and Formento backcourt. Off the ball si John Formento.
Ito na naman ulit yung 1-3-1 zone defense that seems to, seem to be a changing defense na naging matchup after the first 2 passes. Success para sa Munti sa possession na yun.
Renz Palma set to check in. He only had 3 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in that first half. Marcos to Batak for 3. Natapik ni Capobres. John Formento goes back to the bench. Renz Palma comes in. Batak trying to pass it inside to Bongay. There's a foul.
Missing an open man that time was Galicia as he received a back pick on the out of bounds underplay. Hindi siya nakita ni Cuevas. Pero bola pa rin niya yun ang Munti. This time out of bounds side.
Cuevas, they go to Bongay against Raflores. Jacob Galicia, hand off to Marcos. Cuevas.
That's off.
Drop. That was way off the mark. Chavez
Good
ahead.
pass.
And Peralta was there, rim running again.
I thought that was a good pass. If Peralta went up in the air for a mini alley-oop, or at least to catch the basketball. But possession will remain with Negros.
Palitan ng tao dito. Palma, binigay kay Capobres. Capobres. Flores pumuesto against Alano. Flores.
That's an offensive foul.
Planting the elbow on the chest of Alano.
Right, and to your point, naplanta na rin kasi ni Alano off-ball defensively. Nagkaroon na ng contact si Flores sa kanya. Kumbaga, yung attention ng official nasa kanila na, and then with the basketball, obviously, 6 eyes usually on the ball. A little extension sa kanyang inside elbow. Natawagan ng offensive foul. Yeah, off-ball defense, importante, pahirapan mo na kagad para nakukuha nyo na yung atensyon ng officials. But more importantly, pinapahirapan nyo yung bantay nyo.
Yeah. Here's Alano. Atake, blocked
Palpal. Guess who again?
by Peralta.
Peralta na naman.
Loose
Yun lang.
ball na agaw. Cuevas to Warlo. Batak. Oh, what a finish over Reyes. 9 points para kay Warlo. Renz.
Tough shot.
Atake. No. Reyes is blocked. Travel.
Lahat ng player ng Negros, aktibo, no?
Yeah.
Tough shot though by a running shot by Renz Palma. Claiming he was fouled on the wrist, kaya naging short yung tirang yun.
45-41. Slow start here sa ating third quarter.
Good screen by Tamayo.
Bata ka atras, baba kay Tamayo. Tamayo inside, too strong. Batak wide open. Short on the 3, Alano. Labas kay Marcos. Here's Tamayo again. Oh, nice Pinoy step galing kay Lester Tamayo.
That is just poor individual and help defense on the part of Negros. But a beautiful move, obviously, on that Pinoy step. certainly worth another look. Look at this.
The play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Yun ang Pinoy step na sinasabi natin.
Tamayo right here blowing by the defense of Palma. Napatalon si Peralta on the first side. He gets it on the other end.
$15 to shoot para sa Negros. CJ Ganya is in the game.
Strong drive.
No good. Reyes, another crack, and Sam Peralta andun na naman.
Oftentimes, good things happen when you put pressure at the rim. Tulad ng drive ni Capobres, even though it resulted as a miss. Dahil nahatak mo yung depensa ng ibang kasama mo, it opens up the offensive rebound. Ang ganda ng linis na naman itong si Peralta.
Moralde drives left, overcooks the layup. Tamayo, well defended by Peralta.
I think they're going to take a look at this, and there's a chance that this might be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Dahil tinamaan sa ulo etong si Reyes na nasa sahig pa hanggang ngayon. Shaking his head. Trying to shake it off, really. Kita mo to si Alano. Right there. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. If that's not an unsportsmanlike foul, sa akin na yung turon mo. Hindi ka na makakain.
Wow. I didn't know we're trying to put...
But there has to be a certain consequence, di ba? And somebody has to take...
why am I gonna take the consequence?
Hindi kasi, I mean, kahit na hindi ka kasali ron, di ba? There you go.
Okay.
Sa'yo pa rin
So
yung turon.
I keep my turon.
You keep it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Val, for my turon. For a while there, you just put the fate of my turon in the referees.
Now, since turon ang pinag-uusapan natin, isa lang ang tanong ko ngayon. Mas masarap ba to kaysa dun sa Manila?
Hindi pa natin na...
Alamin natin yan. Alamin natin
We
yan.
will be the...
So far, at the top of my list, yung sa Manila.
There will be a verdict.
Boss Roman, baka naman.
There will be a verdict in a while. Alam mo yung paghusga natin ng turo, parang challenge lang eh. Parang coaches challenge lang.
Totoo yan. Pero nabasa ko kaninang umagang, isang turon, 800 calories, partner.
Talaga? Why'd you have to say that to me?
Concern lang.
Yes, I know.
Concern.
800 calories. Alam mo, pinag-uusapan na nila dito sa ngayon, OB-ban ngayon. Kung gaano kabigat ang turon.
Pero alam mo na mabigat. Yung jumper na yan, ganda.
7 points na ang lamang ng Negros dito. They've extended the lead here in the third. Warlo Batak. Bigay kay Tamayo.
Blow by na naman.
It's a good thing Capobres was there.
I thought Tamayo had an open lane. Even though the defense, the help defense was there. Nonetheless, good recovery by Negros to get a hand in and deflect the pass, forcing this out of bounds under.
So by the way, Christian Luanzon.
Yes, sir.
Two of our slam dunk participants are on the floor.
Si Batak.
Warlo Batak and CJ Ganya, the defending champions.
Tama.
The defending champion, by the way. So there's a challenge on that call. And that will give my partner a chance to challenge the Turon as well. We'll be right back.
The challenge made by Negros is successful.
Successful challenge here for Negros. That's last touch on Dave Moralde. So Coach Bonnie will keep his challenge. Ang bola ngayon ng Negros. Nice forward pass to Capobres by Ganya. An opportunity here for Negros to work on their offense. Chavez, atake. That was a quick one.
And you won't see it on the stat sheet, but you mentioned it. That forward pass had a lot to do because they were able to save some time on the clock and get into their offense right away, especially when you have a speedster. Ito si Chavez with a nice layup.
Na hindi pa nakapwesto yung depensa ng Muntinlupa.
Pahabol pa lang pababa eh.
Cuevas
Fourth shot.
And Sam Peralta has been playing well here. 7 rebounds now for Sam. CJ Ganya launches the 3. Reyes with the offensive rebound.
What a beautiful rebound. He deserves to make this shot. Any hard worker, tulad nung pag-display ni Reyes sa play na yun, he's been doing it the whole game, sila ni Peralta. But look at this rebound. Talk about going up top and being determined, losing the basketball, still being determined, and the finish. Sometimes yung mga plays na ganito can determine the outcome of the game or can ignite something for you to get there.
Good. Ryan Reyes all fired up. As we bring you this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, a subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Not complete the three-point play, but I tell you, this duo of Reyes and Peralta,
It's a handful.
not the most polished yung kanilang opensa, pero ang hirap.
Hindi ka pwedeng tatamad-tamad pag ikaw ang opensa o kahit depensa.
Ang hirap, malikod ka lang, nandun na sila.
Nandun na sa taas. Diba? And etong si Reyes, 7 points, 8 rebounds for him, and a block in 15, almost 16 minutes of play.
No, and even though they're not getting the same usual production from Renz Palma, okay lang ang Negros, but Bongay able to score underneath. He's got 7 in the ball game. Errol Bongay.
Turnover.
Natin yun nga. Nice.
Ganda ng
Quick
spin mo.
Overplay si Reyes.
Yun ang Captain Lionheart na galaw. Diba? Number 16 siya. Ang ganda.
Tama. The Peacemaker na ha. Hindi na the Destroyer by the way.
Spell peace. P-A-C-E? Pacemaker o Peacemaker? Talagang binalikan mo eh. No? Gusto mo i-correct sarili mo, kundi baka ma-destroy ka eh. No?
Hindi. Kababayan ko yan. Tito tawag ko dyan. Tito tawag ko dyan. Nasulat ko pa dati yan. 10 points na for Warlo Batak.
For those who just tuned in, this was our first episode ng first half. Kahit nadikit yung laban, yung magagandang mga nickname ng ating mga basketball legends. No? And you know, yung mga Triggerman, Skywalker, the late Sam Boylim obviously. And syempre kasama dyan, si ating Commissioner Captain Marvel at ang Head of Security na si Rudy Distrito, the Destroyer. Ngayon,
The Peacemaker.
the Peacemaker.
And also, the original Tapal King, Philip Cesar, CJ Ganya.
Oo. CJ Ganya showing us that he's more than just a dunker. Ganda nung 3 points niya nun.
Batak will fly, no finish. I tell you, every time he rises up, he can always touch the rim.
Ang gaan kasi, no? Tsaka ang bilis umangat.
Parang si ano din, parang si Jeff.
Oo, si Jeff Ong. Galing sana, ayaw lang tumira. Walang hugot yung sinasabi ko, wala.
Ba't nung...
Titira na yan.
On air mo ba naman?
Hindi, alam mo bakit gusto ko sabihin yan? Tumira hanggat wala pa ako.
Nadala ka naman daw ng pizza sa coverage.
Yeah.
Okay lang dan.
Makoy Marcos.
Batak inside. He'll get the roll. And Warlo Batak keeping Muntinlupa within striking distance, 57-49.
Exactly. Itong Muntinlupa just finding a way to somewhat hang around dito sa quarter na to. Hindi maka-alagwa ng gusto itong Negros.
Chavez uses the Peralta pick. They get the switch. Chavez will fire. Too strong. Rebound ni Warlo Batak. Makoy Marcos. Marcos drives baseline, trying to drop it off to Bongay. Ball is loose. Ganya picks it up. Chavez trying to keep it alive. The ball will go back to Muntinlupa.
Both teams a little careless with the possession. Makoy Marcos driving out of control instead of looking for the outside shooters since the defense dropped. Tried to hit the post there, the weak side post, and then a turnover. Negros naman a little careless with that outlet pass. Another turnover. Ang bilis bumalik ng bola sa Muntinlupa. Papasok ngayon. Former Batangas player, itong si Villanueva.
Started the season with Parañaque, JR John Villanueva. Ito dito, homegrown siya dito. Nakakampi niya. And also a reunion with his college teammate na si Bill Yolingo at Hercourt College. I'm sure na, hindi mo nakakalaban mo lang yan pag mga uni games. Yung mga team na yan.
Kasi
or mga pre-saa.
Ang alam kong mga ano dito, yung sikat dito, di ba? UB, tama ba? University of Batangas.
UB dito, oo.
Diba?
Si JJ Caspe doon naglaro.
Oo, memorable sa amin ni Jeff Ong to. May championship kami dito eh. Tama ba, Jeff? Anong taon yun? 2010 pa yun. Hinugot niya ako rito.
Dito sa Batangas?
Panalay, oo. Panalay.
Grabe.
Ganyan ko kamahal yan. Yung kaibigan.
Panalay king ka rin pala.
Kaya nga maaga ako nag-retire eh.
Kaya pala muntik ka talagang pirmahan ng Batangas dati. Reyes, mintis ang layup. Peralta underneath, he gets into trouble. That's possession para sa Negros. 43 seconds remaining in the third.
Negros a chance to extend. I think this is going to be critical no, for both teams. Negros, if they can score, which they will. Bakit? Babalik pa sa kanila yung possession, which means another chance to score. If they get a stop here and they score, they will also have first possession ng fourth. 10-point lead na sila ngayon.
Nabitawan ni Bongay, picked up by Kevin Buenaflor. Buenaflor pinapahirapan ni John Villanueva. Cuevas cuts.
That's a poor foul.
And a foul.
That's a poor foul.
Yolingo.
Kay Villanueva pa lang, they were fortunate already that he wasn't called for a foul. Sinisigawan na. Nakita ko na yung reaction ni Coach Bonnie sa kabila. But look at this play. It's a simple triangle. A little ghost screen right there by Villanueva. Kaya napahinto yung depensa. No. And that play is, you could say, 90% of the teams, they do that sa out-of-bounds under. Screen the screen, back pick, and then another screen for yung screener. But it's how you execute it.
59-51. Cross-court pass, Ganya, Villanueva. Diniretso niya na. Oh, mintis pa. Back the other way, Cuevas.
Mabigat yan. Mabigat yan.
There's one pass available para kay John Ray there.
Right. I thought, you know, that he did a good job of going all the way 2-on-1, but you gotta make the 2-on-1s. Ang mabigat to, naging 4-point swing. And instead of leading by possibly 10, which they were, papasok ng fourth, up by 6 lang sila, talking about Negros.
And balikan natin ang last play na yon as Cuevas goes all the way to the cup.
Counted.
Counted. Just in time. As Negros only up by 6. As we bring you the highlights of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Yan po yung mga plays natin itong third quarter. Muntinlupa trailed by double digits in that quarter, pero nakabalik sila. And they've made a game out of this heading into the fourth. As Negros now up 59-53. This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball and partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenis, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenis, oras na para magmotor.
Nakakatuwa yung mga ganyan, no? Hindi lang isa yung pumupunta, hinahatak pa ang buong pamilya.
Tama ka dyan.
May naalala ka na naman, no?
Wala. Gusto ko lang mag-agree sa'yo. Bakit ba?
Yung mga ganyang ngiti mo,
Alalahanin
parang
mo.
trigger statements as you see the quarter scoring ng laro, no? Dikit yung una at pangatlo, but Negros making a difference nung second quarter +9, kaya 6-point lead sila papasok ng fourth quarter, and they draw first blood to score. So fourth, palong Kalamangan.
And guess who was the catalyst of that second quarter? Sam Peralta ngayon. May 16 points na. Naagaw pa ni Buena Flor.
Hindi yata agaw yun. Kasi pinasa mismo sa kanya. Hindi natuwa si Coach Bonnie. And that turnover, unfortunately, credited to Gayolingo. Did I say it right?
Yeah. Bill Gayolingo. to 53.
One of the more, naalala ko yung comment mo rito, one of the more unusual numbers dito sa MPBL. Pwede pala yan, no?
Pwede.
Okay.
Feeling ko may number 4 na sa team. And then, kailangan...
Hindi, siya lang ang number 4.
Oh,
Pwede ba yun? 4 ta 0-4? Parang separate numerical, hiniwalay mong 0-4.
Iyan mo na. Pwede.
Sige, pwede.
Buena Flor knocks down the 3.
Much needed basket para sa kanila. Open 3 para sa Muntinlupa. Dalawang white shirts doon.
Villanueva gets it back. 10 seconds of shot clock. John Ray. Binigay kay Reyes. Short corner jumper is good.
Na-bad trip. Kita-kita yung reaction on that contested jumper. Sumabay si Arenal. Ganda nung sabay niya pero jump shot kasi itong si Reyes. Nothing but net.
Then the floor gives it up to Bongay. Arenal.
Nice backdoor.
Oh, Buena Flor lays it in for 2. Ganda ng timing sa backdoor na yan.
Nakakita niya yung bantay niya. Full denial. Pag-angat niya. And not the quickest of backdoor movement. Pero ang importante naman doon yung timing. Pangontra yung depensa na libre siya.
John Ray Villanueva takes it strong to the cup.
Nabawi niya kagad. At maganda pa sa basket na yon, papasok na itong si Pio Longa para palitan siya. Pero dahil nakashoot siya, ito may kasama pang foul.
Ganda na ginawa ni Peralta doon. Just
Screen, no?
yung screen ng help defense.
Ito yung backdoor play.
And you like that Muntinlupa, continues to execute.
Ayan na.
Captain Marbel.
Captain Marvel.
Our commissioner, Kenneth Doremdes.
I used to hate him a lot.
Why?
and Jojo Lastimosa. I grew up as a Lamont Strotters fan.
Ah, okay.
Oh my gosh. And from what I remember, maybe in 5, this is just a random thought, madalas talunin ng Alaska ang San Miguel noong time na yun. San Miguel would win conference 1 out of 3. Pero, and that's the first thing that I said, to Coach Jojo Lastimosa. When I got drafted, what was that, 2006? So,
And then you got drafted by Alaska.
yeah, and I mean, that's the first thing that I said to him in our dinner on draft night, when I got drafted. I said, Coach, I used to hate you a lot. That's why, there's a reason why they call him Mr. Clutch.
Yeah.
He used to break our hearts.
Oh, every time. 66 to 58. Lamang ang Negros, 7:27 remaining. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin.
Naka-South Cotabato, kilala mo?
Oh, right ni Coach Elvis.
Ayun.
Kaso
Mukhang-
yun sa gitna yung yung featured eh.
Hindi, tatlo sila. Ikaw
Tatlo.
naman.
Sabay-sabay. Oh, Sam Peralta. 3 blocks, 7 rebounds, 16 points, 6 of 6 today.
Ang tawag dito sa pinapakita namin sa inyo, pahiwatig. Kung manalo ang Negros, malamang sa malamang, DPG na yan.
Oo. He's been playing well to see Sam Peralta.
And deservingly so. I don't even remember a play for him. Directly for him. Lahat yan. Tulad nito, ang ganda ng baseball pass niya, Chavez, natapos sa kabila. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound rather, and assist.
Yeah,
Makukuha ni
absolutely.
Peralta nun.
Wala talaga. I don't think they've really just coming from hustle plays, winning 50-50 balls.
Screening hard. Double foul?
No, only on Peralta.
Hindi, Peralta.
Meanwhile, we bring you this fast break of the game from Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
Although, after seeing that replay, he might have gotten away with a double dribble.
1-2.
No, si Peralta.
Okay. Dinilang ko tuloy yung hakbang ni Chavez. Akala ko traveling. Marcos is free. Momentarily, lumapit. McCoy drops it off to Jacob Galicia with a strong move.
Oh, what a tough catch and a tough finish by Galicia. Not so much operating space to get that pass. Pero nagawa ng paraan ni Galicia. Ito, agaw pa Muntinlupa.
Marcos.
Hang time. Palpal.
Sumabit.
Hindi.
Sumabit.
Konting bonding moment sa ilalim. Chavez and Marcos. Parang mga politiko yung pangalan. Eh, no? Parang tupas din eh. Di ba? Chavez, Marcos, tupas. Yung mga may dating eh. Ito, hang time, may dating. Kita mo naman yung Chavez eh. No? Looks to be clean. Pwedeng i-challenge to, no? Ng Negros. Meron pa sila.
Yeah.
Pero wala na, ibibigay na yung bola.
Parang Gomez, Gonzales, Palanya, mga ganon. Gregorio,
Yan. Huwag mo na sabihin niya akin.
Perez,
Yan, okay, pwede.
Luanson.
Huwag mo na nga sabihin.
68 to 61. The Negros still up by 6, pero Muntinlupa naghahabol dito. Uy! What happened there?
Well, that was a legal play. I thought the officials did a good job of not blowing the whistle. They were supposed to exchange yung pag-inbound. No? Ang problema, binagsak sa loob. So that was a legal play. That is worth another look. Certainly, a Sedelf Tinaful moment. Kasi binibigyan na kita ng segment. Tingnan mo to, tingnan mo to. Tingnan mo to. Ayan oh, that's legal.
Yeah.
And a heads-up play on the part of Cuevas.
Ayaw tanggapin eh. 9 steals for Muntinlupa. Negros up by 4. Chavez jacks up the 3. That won't go. Rebound, Galicia.
That's the second time Chavez, with a poor shot selection, hand in his face, instead of driving to the basket, settles for a shot. Foul on Marcos by Villanueva.
I think it's Negros that's
Shooting themselves in the foot.
yeah, more of keeping them Muntinlupa in the game.
Tama ka dyan. And we could go back. Yung last minute ng third quarter, which I thought they had a chance to open the game wide open. As much as 15, clearly a foul on the arm. Got ball initially. But if you remember well, they were up by 10. They had a chance to extend dahil babalik pa ang bola sa kanila. Villanueva misses a layup, and then to make it worse, was it Batak? Yeah, Batak beat the buzzer to end the third. Cuevas rather.
They save it to Peralta. Free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Chavez, bigay kay Longa. Tapos kay Chavez, Batak ang nakabantay. Peralta with the pick. Chavez draws the foul. And he'll get 2 free throws.
Now that's a poor job by Cuevas, number 9 for Muntinlupa, because he was off ball in the strong side corner guarding Brix Ramos. If you knew the scouting report, because I know obviously Brix so well, you would rather give up the pass and maybe the shot for Brix Ramos. So he had a chance to help out on the drive nitong si Chavez and could have prevented that from happening, but instead Chavez goes all the way. Nakabingot pa ng foul, 2 free throws para sa kanya.
Negros extends the lead to 5. Hindi na binalik dito si Palma and Formento. And even Capobres. Looks like they will stick to this one. Maganda rin na pangkumpiyansa sa mga ibang manlalaro to move forward this season. Lead is up to 6. 5.5 minutes to play. Buenaflor. Nakatawid ng Muntinlupa. There's a double team. Batak will attack. Sidestep, kick out. Cuevas swings it over to Buenaflor. Too strong. Tamayo loses it to Reyes. Chavez. That's last touch on Muntinlupa.
Fortunate that time was Chavez. He tried to dribble past 3 defenders. Good thing that the last touch was a blue shirt. I will retain possession after forcing a turnover against Muntinlupa. Chance to extend with this possession.
Reyes, balik kay Chavez. Longa on the handoff. Back to Chavez. Chavez launches the 3, no good.
Another poor shot by Chavez.
Buenaflor. Baba kay Galicia, binabantayan ni Longa. Jacob spins, and Jacob puts it in for 2.
It's just too much in terms of giving up that angle to the basket on the drop step. Beautiful move nonetheless. Classic drop step on the post by Galicia.
Ramos finds Peralta. The finger roll is in.
Kung maganda yung drop step, mas maganda yung finger roll na yun. Lumulutang din to si Peralta sa ere.
18 points para kay Peralta. A career high here. Reyes, nabitawan ni Galicia. Balik kay Tamayo. Buenaflor with 8 seconds to work with. Back to Jacob Galicia. Ooh.
I would challenge this call. From our angle, it looked to be not that much or maybe marginal contact. We're gonna see. Ito yung magandang drop step.
That was Jacob Galicia ang sagot sa kabila. Great pass here for Brix Ramos and the finger roll.
Stretch.
Medyo malayo yun, ha?
Oo.
Renz Palma is in the game. Nasa penalty na ang Negros. Palma and Flores are in the game for Reyes and Bricks Ramos. Mintis ang unang free throw for Jacob Galicia.
So mukhang ito na yung panapos nitong Negros, no? Maybe except for Formento, who has been on the bench for quite some time now.
They only started briefly in the third and then hindi na binalik ni Coach Bonnie. 72-67. Ramirez, pinabantayan si Chavez. Now, a switch. Palma asking for it. Chavez still with the basketball. Longa from the corner. In and out. Tapikan na bola. Ends up with Negros. Chavez. Bigay muna kay Renz Palma. Palma against Batak. 5 seconds. Chavez, corner three, short. Palma with the offensive rebound. Renz Palma gets his 5th point, and what a time for it to come. Extends the lead to 7.
Of what could be, in my eyes, the biggest basket if Negros pulls this on as they force a turnover, because that offensive rebound was costly for Muntinlupa. Instead of getting the ball and attacking on the other end, Muntinlupa, or Negros rather, gets a second chance, extends it to 7. Maganda pa rito for Negros. They force a turnover. Galicia just careless with the basketball that time.
May timeout muna tayo. 7-point lead for the Muscovados. We'll be right back. The Buanga Master Sardines will be in action in the next game. They take on the South Cotabato Warriors. Buanga Lanza, J-Boy Solis, Joseph Gabayni, Ray Publico. Tosi Tancinco there. Jason Apolonio also. Si Zamboanga coming off a loss to Pangasinan last game in a thrilling game in
Pangasinan.
Yeah. Let's give a quick shout out to Boss Kaiser Galvez.
Uy, boss, kumusta?
Coach daw si Coach Bonnie noong 2019. And also Roel Liza from Bacolod watching, supporter ng Negros Muscovados.
Siyempre, isa sa mga pinakabatang boss natin dito.
Oo,
By age, no? Sa MPBL.
Ang lakas.
Diba?
Ang lakas maglaro ngayon nun.
Oo. Ilang taon na ba si Boss Kaiser? Wala pa yatang 40 yan.
Basta sa 40 up na siya naglalaro.
40 up na ba siya?
Oo. Yung MPBL na 40 up, it could be a very decent team actually.
Talaga.
Oo. With MJ here.
Parang narinig ko yan na may binubuo. Nabalitaan ko yan, Tuloy ba?
Titingnan natin. Depends on your availability, sir.
Basta kampi ko lang si Boss MP.
Alam mo na yun. 2.5 minutes to play. Negros leading by 7.
Bahala na kayo mag-isip kung sino yung MP na yun.
Despite 17 turnovers, Negros. 4 more than Muntinlupa. Chavez holding on to the leather.
They gotta go to Flores. Pero nag-scrum itong Muntinlupa.
Good
Tamayo right now. Flores. Wala.
Batak. 3-on-2 here for Muntinlupa.
Good pass.
Ramirez atake. Ramirez layup is good. Last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. This is just a 5-point game.
It is. And I thought Ramirez did a good job of not setting for the shot. Medyo mababa kasi pasa sa kanya. So nawala yung rhythm niya for the catch and shoot. Ganda nung drive and finish.
Chavez. May tanga ng bola ngayon. And he will cross half court. Moscovados up by 5 here. Late in the ball game. 7 seconds to shot clock. J.R. Chavez against Ramirez.
What a move.
Chavez, ginamitan ng konting pektos.
At yan yung hinahanap natin kanina pa, pretty much the whole game for Chavez because Muntinlupa has it switching all ball screens. Nilalaban nila yung mga malaki nila kay Chavez. The thing is, Chavez settled for 3 outside shots that translated into a miss. But this time, hindi na siya nagsettle. Ito yung unang basket sa kabila ng Muntinlupa of the semi-transition. Ramirez with a nice finish. And this one, off the switch, realizing he has the foot speed advantage against Ramirez. That little shake and bake. Ayun, just like any baker, you will cook the defender. Chavez, nice basket.
7 points ang lamang ng Negros. Time out muna tayo. J.R. Chavez with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists off the bench for the Negros Moscovados, who are now ahead by 7 points with 1:33 remaining. 2 timeouts pa para sa Negros, only 1 for Muntinlupa. Muntinlupa has a foul to give. A 3-possession game.
I think yung disiplina sa depensa ng Negros, critical sa possession na to. You know, looking at Bricks Ramos guarding Ramirez, if I were, I would stay home every time there's a drive towards his side. It's going to be a setup for Ramirez right here.
Yeah, Ramirez drives baseline, attracts the defense. Cuevas with a runner. That won't go. Batak rises and puts it in.
Batak was open on the other side before that drive.
And what about Chavez?
All the
Dire-diretso.
way. All the way. Titignan nila if it was down still, yung wala pang gather, or kung counted. But nonetheless, a poor job defensively after a made basket on the other end. Lalo-lalo na pag si Chavez ang kalaban mo, bilis oh. 2, 3, 4 na dribble lang. Nasa kabila na.
And he didn't even put the ball on the deck on that as soon as that whistle was blown.
Mabigat yan kasi kung hindi counted to, inbound sideline lang. Pero counted.
So they will count the basket. Warlo Batak ang napituan ng foul. That puts Muntinlupa over the limit as well. But J.R. Chavez with some clutch hits here down the stretch for Muntinlupa, for Negros rather. Coach Elvis will be, his team will be playing in a while. Chavez taps that ball away. Pass intended to Jasper Cuevas.
Negros right now possibly the biggest stop of this game.
They trap Ramirez. He swings it over to Marcos. Well defended by Raflores. Batak and Raflores right there on the spot as well.
Good intentions, but I thought this was a good call. Medyo pasalubong.
Yeah.
Yung paglabas, pag-switch, or maybe a hard show nitong si Raflores. He disagrees with it. But then again, the whistle has been blown. Bata at the line. Makes one of the two.
Coach Mixon Ramos. As Warlo Bata goes 2 for 2 for his 17th point of the ball game. It's a 6-point lead for Negros. Under a minute remaining. Chavez. Ramos able to cross half court.
No need to rush. Time and score at your side, up by 6.
Nabitawan ng bola ni Chavez. It's a steal. Galicia.
That's a poor foul by Bricks. That's a poor foul. And if you're Chavez, you have to anticipate the switch. In moments like this, you don't want ball screens anymore because it's like you're inviting the defense, sumisikip yung floor. And right there was a Batak. Good job of diving on the floor. And there's the foul by Mr. Ramos. He's getting a mouthful right now, Coach Bonnie.
You'd rather go, uy, it's an unsportsmanlike because it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Parang hinila kasi. Yun. Mabigat yan of what's supposed to be, you could say in that possession, if they make a basket, tapos na sana yung laro. Up 8, up 9. But instead, 6, this could be down 4 and then another possession.
Again, Negros doing a poor job finishing the quarter.
Wow. Here's the thing. I might disagree with the unsportsmanlike foul after seeing the replay. Wow, that's a big call.
Galicia at the line. Mintis ang una. Pressure pack free throws here para kay Jacob Galicia. And 1 for 2 para kay Jacob. Bola ng Muntinlupa.
He does have 10 points though, even though he was only to make 1 of 2.
If they do get a 3-pointer here, it could be just a 2-point game. Marcos fires a 3. It's good!
Talk about making something out of nothing. They ran a little pin down for Ramirez and a little Iverson action, I believe, for Batak. Napunta kay Marcos yung bola. Right there goes for the baseline ball screen. Little step back. Caught napping a little bit. Halos hindi na nag-contest itong si Renz Palma. Clean look for Marcos.
Medyo napalod ng konti.
Napalod ng konti.
Konti si Renz doon. What a play there by Coach Mixon.
Renz, walang pasa alanganin dito. Pag wala kang pasa, ayaw mo buti ka ng 5 seconds.
Okay.
Offense tayo, si Briggs sa loob.
Bay, wala mo, bay.
Bay! Bay, asa ka na, bay?
Piyo. Okay, luto ka. Matulabas, naka-corner to rito. Renz, tignan mo to, Renz. Tignan mo to, ha.
Okay, lapit, ha?
Cover to rito yan. Ito ay release mo dito, ha. Si Rapto. Dito pa re-release.
Magpakita kayo ha, pagka wala yung position.
Hindi na, ha.
Ako.
Ka pa rin. Paglabas ni,
Oo, kasi double sa akin.
Kaya mo, wala kayo sa
Eh, pag-release, scissors lang. Hawakan ko pa rin.
Pare, pag may tumira, safety ha.
And you can count on Muntinlupa to keep this ball game interesting.
Right, I think what's more interesting is that they're inbounding in the half court with 28 seconds remaining. Because obviously this is discretion ng coach, no? Because one angle also is that you can inbound full court just to maximize the full 24 with 28.5 remaining. This is an interesting decision by Coach Bonnie.
Binalik na si Formento dito, kasama si Chavez, Palma. para Flores and Longa. J.R. Chavez against Cuevas. Trying to put the finishing touches to this victory. Mintis, J.R. Chavez. Muntinlupa with a chance to tie or even take the win. Marcos, 5 seconds, turnover. Chavez will dribble the clock away, and what an opportunity for Muntinlupa, coming all the way back, and then with an opportunity to tie the game,
Right.
or even take the lead.
You know, we've always said that experience is the best teacher. For a young team like Muntinlupa, this should be a teaching moment. I don't mind that turnover for Marcos, especially, you know, after him hitting a 3 to cut the lead down to 2. But in his young MPBL career, this could be good for him moving forward. Because I thought that he was going to take the shot right there on that one-on-one.
And he had a shot.
He had a shot, maybe a pull-up, you know, 15, 16 feet at that free throw line. Second defender came in Renz Palma. But that's something that certainly is going to be a teaching moment for him. On the other hand, Chavez gets fouled, could ice this game by hitting both free throws to make this into a 2-possession ball game. Pumasok na yung una.
2.2 seconds remaining. Was John and Grace Gilbor for sure watching this ball game for Negros. Mintis ang pangalawa. Akoy Marcos with a desperation heave, and that will do it. And Negros Muscovados doing just enough to prevail over the Muntinlupa Cagers. Not the most convincing of victories for Negros, but they do get the job done here in Batangas.
Let me rephrase what you just said. It was an ugly win, but a win is a win, especially at this point of the season where every win matters when you're fighting for playoff life and you're trying to separate yourselves from the teams downward, which is Iloilo in the case of Negros. Pero ang best player natin, sino pa ba? Nagpahiwatig na to. Pinakita na natin nung early ng third quarter.
Sam Peralta is our best player of the game, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. An outstanding game para kay Sam Peralta. It's nice to get other players in on our best player of the game. Meanwhile, the final score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Yes, Adelph, kasama ko nga ang best player ng Negros Muscovados, Sam Peralta. Congratulations, Sam. Sam, alam mo, yung average production mo this season is 4.3 points, 3.3 rebounds. But today, you contributed 18 big points, 7 rebounds in this very crucial game.
Yes po. Lalo na yun nga, yung 4 points. Pinaghirapan ko siya. Hindi po yung isang inahabol sa akin ng coach ko, yung teammates ko. Ang importante sa akin yung depensa, yung rebound. Yun yung pinaka-big factor na pwede ko may tulong sa team. Kaya yun, dinadoble ko yung trabaho ko para magawa ko ito yung trabaho ko maayos.
Sam, kailangan din ng Muntinlupa sana itong panalong ito, no, to stay alive para sa playoffs. Pero hindi ka nga nagpatalo, na kwento mo, lumalaban ka sa hustle sa 50-50 balls. Pero kahit wala ka na sa loob in the last few minutes, may sinabi ba si Coach Bonnie kung paano i-stop ang Muntinlupa in the last 28 seconds?
Alam naman ni Coach yung plano namin. So pa wala naman siyang sinabi. Sumunod lang kami sa play namin. Follow lang kami. Yung depensa, all switch, bigay lahat yung depensa.
Sam, great effort from you. May mga babating ka ba o pasasalamatan?
Binabati ko yung owner namin, si John Alfred Gilbor, Grace Gilbor, Province of Negros Occidental Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Attorney Ray Prando Diaz, yung Mayor ng Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axter Marketing and Panisalis Family, Silver Grace, yun yung Management of Staff, Chicken and Baboy by Dayden Monillo, Ruel Weber, Arvel Cabaling, RK Hoops Apparel. At yung binabati ko nga pala yung pamilya ko dyan sa mga Pandibulacan, sa Pampanga, Palit, yung mga pamilya ko, kaibigan ko dyan. At binabati ko yung birthday ng anak ng teammate ko na si John Ray, si Tala. Yun nga, binabati ko lang yung girlfriend ko ni Charlene Faith Delpin. Yun lang po. Just name it.
Congratulations sa ating best player, Sam Peralta. Brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you guys.
And congratulations sa Negros Moscavados. Up next, ang laban ng Davao Occidental Tigers and Zamboanga Master Sardines. Stick with us here sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the MPBL.